I gifted my stepdaughter a house as a wedding present, but she decided to uninvite me in favor of her biological father. Now I'm contemplating taking back the gift and withdrawing my support. I'm a 62-year-old male navigating a tough situation with my stepdaughter. I've been married to her mother, Sarah, for 15 years. My first wife, Emily, passed away from cancer when I was 45. Emily and I were high school sweethearts and shared 25 wonderful years together. Unfortunately, we never had children due to Emily's health complications. After Emily's passing, I was crushed, so I immersed myself in my work as a real estate developer. 3 years later, I crossed paths with Sarah at a charity gala. She was full of life, kind, and had a 10-year-old daughter named Lily. We hit it off right away, and I felt a connection to both of them. Sarah had faced challenges as a single mother. Lily's biological father, Tom, had left when she was just 2. He would sporadically reappear in their lives but never provided any real support. I saw this as a chance to find love again and to be the father figure Lily needed. Throughout the years, Lily and I grew close. I helped her with schoolwork, attended her school functions, and celebrated every milestone. I financed her college education, wanting to ensure she had every opportunity possible. Now at 25, she has become engaged to a fabulous young man named Mike. To express my support and affection, I made the decision to gift them a house as a pre-wedding present. It's a lovely property in a nice neighborhood, ideal for launching their new life together. However, I was taken aback and deeply saddened to find out that I wasn't invited when the wedding invitations were sent out. Initially, I thought it might be an oversight. After all these years, I expected Lily would not exclude me from her big day. I'm at a total loss. I've always regarded Lily as my own daughter, and I believed she viewed me as a father. Now I'm contemplating whether to reclaim the house I gave them. This is not about financial matters. I'm fortunate that money is not a concern, but rather the principle behind it. I feel betrayed and undervalued. Am I overreacting? Should I approach Lily about this, or should I simply accept her choice and move forward, even if it includes taking back my gift? I recall the day I first met Lily. She was shy, hiding behind her mother's legs, but eventually, she warmed up to me. I remember teaching her to ride a bike, the pride in her eyes, when she finally balanced without training wheels. I was present for her first day of high school, providing comfort when she was anxious about fitting in. When she experienced her first heartbreak at 16, I was there, offering ice cream and a shoulder to cry on. We established traditions too. Every Sunday, we held a family game night, with Lily always insisting on playing the banker in Monopoly. We would chuckle at her seriousness in this role. For her 18th birthday, I surprised her with a car. Nothing extravagant, just a reliable vehicle. The look of pure joy on her face when I handed over the keys is a cherished memory. When Lily got accepted into college, we celebrated as a family. I can still recall the tight hug she gave me, whispering, "Thank you, Dad," in my ear. It was the first time she referred to me as Dad, and it meant everything to me. All these memories amplify my current pain. How could she forget everything we've shared? The thought of not being there on her wedding day, not walking her down the aisle, and missing that father-daughter dance is heartbreaking. I've always believed that family extends beyond blood. It's about love, support, and being there for each other through the highest and lowest moments. I had thought Lily felt the same way, but now I'm questioning everything. A part of me yearns to confront her right away for answers, but another part fears what I might discover. What if she reveals that she never truly regarded me as a father? What if this signifies her intention to exclude me from family? I've spoken to Sarah about this, but she seems reluctant to involve herself. She suggests that I should communicate directly with Lily, but how can I when Lily won't even take my calls? The house I gave them was meant to symbolize my love and support for their future together. But now it serves as a painful reminder of my exclusion from that life. Retrieving it feels petty, but leaving it seems like an acceptance of her choice to cut me out. I never imagined I would find myself in this position. When I married Sarah and became part of Lily's life, I fully committed to being a father figure. I've loved her as my own for 15 years, and to have that seemingly dismissed so casually is devastating. Am I wrong to consider taking the house back? Is it wrong to want acknowledgement for the part I've played in her life? Should I just step back and allow her to have the wedding she desires, even if it means I'm not included? I'm conflicted and could really use some external insights. Update. It's been a week since my last post, and I wanted to share an update on the situation. I'm grateful for all your advice and support during this challenging moment. After careful thought, I made the decision to approach Lily regarding her choice to uninvite me from her wedding. However, This proved much more challenging than I had anticipated. Lily appeared to be deliberately avoiding me. She didn't return my calls or reply to my texts, making it feel as though she had turned into a stranger. Frustrated and heartbroken, I turned to my wife, Sarah, for clarity. What she revealed left me speechless. Lily wants to invite her biological father, Tom, to the wedding. The same man who abandoned both her and Sarah when Lily was only a toddler. Sarah explained that for about a year, Lily had been in secret contact with Tom, who suddenly reappeared in her life, claiming he had turned a new leaf and wished to make amends. According to Sarah, Tom expressed a desire to be re-involved in Lily's life and to walk her down the aisle. I was astounded. For years, Tom had been nothing but a disappointment to Lily. I vividly remember the many nights I spent comforting her after he broke yet another promise to visit. I was there for her first heartbreak, her high school graduation, and her college acceptance. Moments Tom had chosen to forgo. Tom's history as a father is far from admirable. He never paid child support and was rarely present for birthdays or holidays, appearing to prioritize his own life over parenting. I can't help but ponder the reason behind his sudden change of heart. The discovery that Lily had been secretly communicating with Tom for a year felt nearly as painful as being uninvited to the wedding. I thought we had a strong bond and that she could come to me with anything. Learning that she had concealed this from me for so long felt like a betrayal. I'm trying to understand Lily's perspective. I know the yearning to reconnect with one's biological parent can be profound. However, after all the support and love I've offered her, how could she choose to dismiss me? I recall vividly one incident when Lily was 14. Tom had assured her he would take her to a father-daughter dance at school. Lily was overjoyed and spent weeks selecting the perfect dress. On the day of the dance, he did not show up. No phone call, no explanation. When I found Lily sobbing in her room, still in her dress, I immediately put on a suit and we went to the dance together. We had a great time, and Lily seemed to forget all about Tom's absence. As I tucked her into bed that night, she hugged me tightly and whispered, "You're the best dad ever." How could she forget moments like these? Then there was the time Lily required braces. Tom promised to cover the costs, but when the time came, he disappeared. Without thinking twice, I ensured Lily received the dental care she required. For 2 years, I took her to every orthodontist appointment, bought her ice cream after particularly painful adjustments, and celebrated together when her braces finally came off. These memories only amplify the current situation's difficulty. How can Lily choose Tom over me after all we have shared? I have resolved to speak directly with Lily. I cannot allow this situation to persist without confronting it head-on. I've sent her a message asking for a meeting, making it clear that if she declines, I will have to make some tough decisions regarding my role in her life and the wedding gift. I hope she agrees to meet so I can comprehend her reasoning and express how deeply her actions have wounded me. Am I wrong for wanting this conversation? Should I just step aside and let her have the wedding of her dreams, even if it means I'm excluded? As I await Lily's response, I find myself reminiscing about our relationship. I think back to teaching her how to drive, spending endless hours in parking lots as she learned to navigate my old sedan. I recall the nights spent on her college applications and the immense pride I felt when she received acceptance to her dream school. I vividly remember the day she moved into her dorm, how she hugged me goodbye with tears in her eyes, whispering, "I'm going to miss you, Dad." These memories intensify my confusion. How is it possible for her to so easily dismiss years of devotion? Is the pull of biological ties truly that potent? Or have I, unintentionally, let her down as a father figure? I am also wrestling with my feelings toward Tom. A part of me is furious at him for swooping back into their lives after years of absence, upending our family dynamic. Another part worries for Lily. What if he disappoints her once more? Will I be tasked with picking up the pieces again? As I prepare for the possibility of confronting Lily, I'm beset by mixed emotions, hurt, anger, and confusion. But beneath it all, I still love her deeply. I want what's best for her, but I also need to safeguard my own emotions. I will provide another update following my conversation with Lily. Thank you all for your unwavering support during this tumultuous period. Update 2. Hello everyone, I'm here with another update regarding the situation with my stepdaughter, Lily. A lot has transpired since my last post, and I'm still coming to grips with it all. Lily finally consented to meet with me after my ultimatum. We met at a local coffee shop, a neutral venue for what I anticipated would be a tough conversation. As soon as we sat down, I noticed the guilt in her eyes, but there was also a defiance I had never seen before. I began by expressing how hurt I was by her choice to exclude me from the wedding. I reminded her of all the years we had spent together, emphasizing all the moments I had been there for her when Tom wasn't. I stated, "Lily, I have been here for you since you were 10. I helped with your homework, taught you to drive, and stood by you during college. I've treated you as my own daughter. How can you push me aside now?" Lily's reaction astonished me. She replied, "I know you've done so much for me, and I'm thankful. But Tom is my real father. He wants to make things right, and I want to give him that chance." I could hardly believe my ears. I questioned her about all the times he let her down, the birthdays he missed, the child support he never provided. I asked if none of that mattered. She said, "People can change. He's different now and wants to be part of my life." My anger began to rise, and I reminded her that I was the one who supported her education and had been present for every significant moment in her life. Now that she was established and settled in, she wanted to invite the man who had forsaken her to walk her down the aisle. Lily then dropped another unexpected revelation. Tom promised to contribute to the wedding costs. He wants to take responsibility. That was the tipping point for me. I told her, if Tom wants to be your father now, let him assume all the responsibilities that come with it. I will not finance anything related to this wedding, and you can consider the house I gifted you off the table as well. Lily looked crushed. It was clear she hadn't anticipated such a reaction. She attempted to backtrack, stating she still wanted me in her life, just not at the wedding. But for me, the damage was done. I stood up to leave and told her, "Lily, I have always seen you as my daughter. Thought you felt the same way about me as your father. I suppose I was mistaken. I hope Tom lives up to your expectations this time." With that, I exited the cafe. The drive home was a blur. When I arrived, I shared everything with Sarah. She was upset, but understood Lily's desire to have her biological father present in her life. Nonetheless, she acknowledged that Lily's actions were hurtful and unjust. I have since reached out to my lawyer to initiate the process of reclaiming the house. This isn't merely about the money, it's about principle. I can't in good faith offer such a significant asset to someone who does not regard me as family. Reflecting on our conversation, I was struck by how much Lily had changed. The defiant young woman in the coffee shop seemed worlds apart from the little girl who sought comfort from me after nightmares, or the teen who proudly showed me her first A on a tough math test. I recall the day Lily graduated from high school. As she walked across the stage to receive her diploma, she looked out into the audience and gave me a huge smile and a thumbs up. Later at her graduation party, she hugged me tightly, saying, "I couldn't have done this without you, Dad. Where is that Lily now?" I also cannot shake all the times Tom disappointed Lily in the past. There was the camping trip for her 13th birthday that he promised, but canceled at the last moment. I ended up taking her instead, teaching her how to pitch a tent and roast marshmallows. Then there was the time he assured he would help her move into her college dorm, but never arrived. I was the one carrying boxes and helping her decorate her new space. Now, Tom comes back into the picture with promises of change and financial backing, suddenly positioning himself as the dad she wants beside her. This feels like a slap in the face after all the years of loyalty and support I have provided. Part of me wonders if I am being too harsh. Should I show more empathy for Lily's desire to reconnect with her biological father? Yet I remember how hurt Sarah was when Tom abandoned them years ago, and how hard we fought to create a loving family unit. It feels as though Lily is casting all of that aside on a whim. While some may believe I'm being petty or overreacting by taking back the house and withdrawing my financial support for the wedding, from my viewpoint, Lily has made her choice. Despite all our shared history, she's opted for Tom. It stings, but I must protect myself both emotionally and financially. Should I have been more understanding of Lily's wish to rekindle her relationship with her biological father? I'm still torn, but feel the need to stand my ground. I will provide another update if there are any significant changes. Thank you all for your support and guidance during this tough time. Update 3. Hi everyone. It's been 6 months since my last update, and I want to share what's transpired. A lot has changed, and I'm still working to understand everything. After confronting Lily, I followed through with my decision to reclaim the house and withdraw my financial support for the wedding. The experience was difficult. Sarah felt caught between her duty to support her daughter and acknowledging my hurt. Our relationship became strained, and eventually Sarah opted to move out temporarily to be with Lily during her wedding preparations. The wedding proceeded as planned, with Tom walking Lily down the aisle. I wasn't there, of course, but I heard from mutual friends that it was a lovely ceremony, albeit laced with an undercurrent of tension felt by everyone. For some time, I didn't hear a thing from either Lily or Sarah. I immersed myself in work, trying to distract from the heartache of losing my family. It was undeniably a lonely and challenging period. Then, around a week ago, I received a call from Sarah. Her voice trembled, and I could tell she had been crying. She said, "We made a terrible mistake. We're so sorry." Following the wedding, Sarah explained what transpired. Tom had lingered around for about a month, playing the devoted father role. While he contributed some funds to the wedding expenses as reality set in and bills began to pile up, Tom started to distance himself. Within 2 months of the wedding, he vanished yet again, much as he had years prior. He stopped answering calls, began avoiding Lily and Sarah, essentially fading away from their lives once more. Lily was devastated. She believed that Tom had genuinely changed and was invested in being part of her life. The realization of his abandonment once again, especially after she had sacrificed so much to include him, was heartbreaking. Sarah explained that Lily felt too ashamed to reach out to me herself due to guilt over how she had treated me. Sarah said, "She misses you so much. She realizes the mistake she made." I listened, feeling a mix of emotions. A part of me felt validated. I had been right about Tom all along, but a greater part of me felt sorrow for Lily, for her being disappointed once more by her biological father, for the pain this caused our family. I told Sarah, "I appreciate you sharing this, but the damage is done. I can't act as if the last 6 months didn't occur." She urged me to reconsider and give Lily another chance, but I remained steadfast. I replied, "I'm not saying I'll never forgive Lily, but right now, I need time." She made her choice, and now we all must face the consequences. We concluded the call on a somber note. I told Sarah she was welcome to return home whenever she felt ready, but I required more time before I could think of rebuilding my relationship with Lily. As I sit down to write this final update, I'm still processing what has unfolded. Part of me yearns to reach out to Lily to console her and assure her that everything will be all right, but another part remains hurt and angry. Some of you may think I'm being overly harsh, or that I should just forgive and forget, but trust is a delicate thing, and once it's broken, it's not easily restored. I need time to heal and to assess how I can proceed from here. For now, I'm focusing on myself, seeing a therapist to navigate my feelings, and attempting to rebuild my life without Lily in it. It's not an easy journey, but I believe it's necessary. Thank you all for your support throughout this journey. Your insights and advice have been invaluable. I can't predict what lies ahead, but I'm striving to face it with strength and dignity.